Hello guys, I just picked up some cherries from one of my best friends, and one of her friends has some homegrown cherries. So I was picking that up. That's obviously very nice. Cherries are amazing they have great source of iron, one of the best foods that help with elimination when you have, they can help with elimination when you have constipation. And I don't know if you can see them here. Yeah. And they're also great for sleep. So they have melatonin as well, naturally occurring. Pretty wonderful fruit. And they lower inflammation as well. So all kinds of good things coming from cherries. Only one food can do so much. But today I want to talk about if your thyroid problems, okay, Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, Graves' disease, whatever you have, is actually causing you to be tired, is causing your fatigue. Like, does your thyroid has something to do with that? That's the problem. Well, that's a question here, not the problem. So, because a lot of people and a lot of doctors, functional medicine doctors, they blame your thyroid often for your exhaustion, for your symptoms, for your fatigue especially. And is that actually true? Because they think that T4 and T3 govern basically everything in your body. They're responsible for almost everything. But the question is that true? And here's the thing. They don't even really know what's causing your thyroid problem. You know what I mean? Like, why is the thyroid even not producing enough hormones? So that's the first question there. Why is the thyroid even dysfunctional? And the second question is, are these hormones even that responsible for your fatigue? And here's what's really going on. Your thyroid is not producing enough hormones, or is producing too many hormones, or is inflamed, hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, Hashimoto's, because of the virus that is drilling into the thyroid. And that's the Epstein-Barr virus. And the funny thing is about Epstein-Barr virus, EBV is also causing fatigue. EBV is causing you to be sluggish, EBV is causing you to be tired, EBV is causing you to be exhausted. It even causes chronic fatigue. Why is that? Because it sits in your liver, and when it sits in your liver, it releases neurotoxins, and these neurotoxins inflame your central nervous system, and that can make you tired, that can make you sleepy, that can make you even bedbound, even chronically fatigued, okay? So that's what you need to understand when you have a thyroid problem. It has nothing to do, your fatigue has nothing to do with the thyroid, with the lack of hormones, or with too many hormones, or with inflammation of your thyroid. Both of these causes are Epstein-Barr virus. So the inflammation, the thyroid problems are caused by EBV, and that's why you have the fatigue as well. The fatigue as well is also coming from EBV. That's why so many people with thyroid problems have fatigue as well. That's why they have so much stuff going on with that. And they don't know how to get rid of it. And taking thyroid medication obviously doesn't help. I think you experienced that already. So you probably experienced that. What kind of ugly street is that, by the way? Rather show you this, but it's gonna get better. But they just give you thyroid medication in hopes it will get you better. If you feel more energy after taking a thyroid medication, it's not because it fixes anything. It's not because your hormones are the cause for your fatigue. It's because thyroid medication, like a lot of other medication, acts like a steroid, and steroids suppress your symptoms and can they force your body to produce more adrenaline, and more adrenaline leads to more energy, but it's fake energy. The underlying issue is getting worse. You burn out more, and you burn out your adrenals more. Your nervous system is getting more aggravated. And at some point, or you also experience that probably, is that you need more medication. More and more medication. It doesn't fix anything. The root cause is not fixed. The Epstein-Barr virus is not fixed. You don't get your energy back, and you just need more and more and more medication. So if you want to fix that, you need to fight off Epstein-Barr virus. Top 3 foods you need to avoid because EBV is feeding on certain foods: eggs, dairy, and gluten. Most important to avoid when you have Epstein-Barr virus, when you have thyroid conditions. That's one of the most important things, okay? When you have a thyroid condition and when you have any kind of fatigue, You also need to snack more regularly, so you need to eat every 1.5 to 2 hours to keep your adrenals in check, to balance out your blood sugar more, otherwise you don't balance your blood sugar. Even if it's just a piece of fruit, you need to snack more. It's so important for your body and for your adrenals as well. Because if your blood sugar is more steady, if your adrenals are not pumping out that adrenaline the whole time, it's also less stress for your system in general. That's really important. Most people are doing it wrong. They do intermittent fasting, they do all kinds of fasting, which is burning out your adrenals even more. So make sure to snack more regularly. And that's really important to do. So what is actually causing, or what can actually happen if you have a lack of thyroid hormones? The only thing you can get is like a little bit of immune system issues and like body temperature fluctuations. These two things are the only two things you might get, from lack of hormones. Everything else, brain fog, hair loss, EBV and metals in the brain, hair loss, adrenal problem, fatigue, EBV, and also can be adrenal fatigue. What else? Weight gain is a liver issue, has nothing to do with your thyroid. All of these other symptoms, it doesn't have anything to do with your thyroid hormones. It is solely other underlying issues. But the thyroid is getting blamed too much for all of these issues that you have, especially from doctors that don't know what's going on with you. And functional medicine practitioners, they blame your thyroid the whole time and they give you just more medication for it. But it's not getting better, okay? And if you need help getting your energy back, if you're somebody with a successful career, maybe a professional, a business owner, you have like responsibilities in your life, stressful life, low energy, some of the symptoms that I described today, and you need help with that, I offer everybody, because it's very individual, I offer everybody a free discovery call. All that you need to do right now is to go to my website. It's www.theobergmann.com. And there's a link in the description under that video. You click on that and then you book your free discovery call. We call you for 20, 30 minutes to figure out even how I can help you access your whole, look at your whole situation. And if we figure out, okay, Theo can help you, if somebody from my team realizes, okay, hey, that makes sense to talk with Theo more deeply about that, we would move on to a free strategy call, 60, 90 minutes with me in a one-on-one on Zoom. And there I will look at your whole health history. I will show you the root causes of your symptoms, explain to you exactly, hey, this is what we need to do. This is what I need to work on, map out a strategy for you. And I would highly recommend you doing that, because if you don't fix the root cause of your issues, it's getting worse. That's what most people don't understand. Maybe you're at a point right now, okay, maybe where you can cope with it. Maybe you're at a point where it's already really bad. So don't let it get worse. That's my advice. And being on medication is also something that is not something that you want to have. You don't want to be on medication. You don't want to struggle with symptoms. So book your call, link is in the description, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking a walk with me, listening to me. And I'm gonna enjoy my cherries right now, and we're gonna talk very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, guys.